wants the trial to start by Labor Day. Is the prosecution ready for this
Yep.
trial to get underway?
We have no choice, and we are ready. But the judge was very explicit with that, and that is the court's intention, and obviously we will comply with that request.
Hi, do you have any comment on the motion regarding Senator Castillo?
Well, he's specifically seeking to dismiss that charge of the indictment. We looked at it. We think we're on a good footing, and we'll certainly oppose that branch of the motion as probably vast majority, if not all of the motion, we will oppose.
What were some of the motions that they had filed?
So they're controverting all of the search warrants in the case, which are quite many. They're seeking discovery on the Bitrol file. They're making they're controverting a Wade, which is an identification that was made in this case by a witness. They're controverting statements allegedly made by the defendant. They are, with regard to the DNA evidence and the abandonment samples, they are not objecting to law enforcement taking the abandonment samples, but they are objecting to the law enforcement withdrawing DNA from those samples.
What's the status of John Bitrol's appeal?
I don't know. It's you have to ask the defense. They haven't, I don't know if you know this, but they haven't filed an appeal, and you would think, because it's a manifest injustice, but no, I don't know how many years it's been, but no appeal has been filed. So we're eagerly awaiting that appeal, but we can't respond to an appeal that hasn't been made.
But that would be tied to Sandra Castillo.
I mean, you'd have to ask the defense. My position has been clear. Our position has been clear. It is not tied to Sandra Castillo. But, the defense, again, file your appeal.
And the witness that is in there that says like 100,000% that's him or whatever, that's from the 90s, right? Is that the song?
That is a witness in this case. Yep.
And how do you feel about these motions? Do you think that these are just delay tactics at this point, or what do you think?
No, not at all. This is, every single case we have the same sort of ebb and flow and process that we go through. Obviously, this case is a little bit more involved. This case is a little larger, so everything is a little bit more magnified, but essentially it's the same thing. So, we do our investigation, we file our charges, and then the defense, they have an obligation to examine it, argue against it, and file whatever motion they deem appropriate. So that's the nature of the business. So that's what we do.
And as we inch closer to a lengthy and very expensive trial, are there any circumstances under which you would consider a plea deal?
I would say maybe inch for you. It's there's a lot of work involved for both sides. There are we're ready for trial, and whether or not we're not going to do anything but prepare for trial.
How long would a trial last?
Well, I mean, I think we've been talking about this. It all depends whether or not the defense would be willing to stipulate. Obviously, there is a tremendous amount of documentary evidence in this case, a lot of, like with the phone evidence alone, all of those foundational witnesses with regard to each and every one of the phone records. We would have to see if the defense is willing to stipulate to certain of those witnesses, and obviously that would cut the evidence down. I remember one time I was out here, I spoke about the number of witnesses and the number of states they're from, and the reason why I did that was to underscore just how involved the process this is and how many witnesses a full trial would require.
Months?
It's going to be certainly weeks.
With regards to Bitrol, is it your position that they're not entitled to that evidence?
I mean, I think really at this point, it's, I don't care. I think that it's a tremendous burden on us as far as a process. So what is it exactly they're looking at? There is that we've given them all the discovery on the Sandra Castillo matter. There's been a full trial transcript, which is, I believe, publicly available at this point. So I think we're going to sit down with the defense and say, what is it that you're asking for? and let's just figure this out, let's go. But again, it's one of these things where, with the prosecution, we want this, we want that, we want every, every tip. Okay, we'll get you every tip. Those are hundreds of thousands of tips. We want this. All right, those are hundreds of thousands of documents. We want the vitriol file. Fine. It is, a lot of gigabytes of information. So, it is what it is. Let's just figure it out and let's move on. That's my attitude with that.
And they also made a request regarding a proffer agreement with former Police Chief Burke. Does such a proffer agreement exist?
You'd have to ask the feds because that is a federal case. So again, that is stuff specifically that's outside of our custody and control. We don't have it.
But you do have a current ongoing state case as well with Chief Burke, right?
You're talking about that case in
Yeah, I think they also
the B misdemeanor case, that case?
Request for any relevant related to that as well.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they made that request. Don't give them any hints. But whatever. I mean, that is less of much less paperwork. But obviously, like, defendants have privacy rights too. So I don't know how that works.
Mr. Tierney, do you have any comment on the arrest of Andrew Dykes as it pertains to Ms. Jackson? And is there going to be any charges on Tatiana, the baby that was found in Suffolk County?
I have no comment, and there will be no charges with regard to the baby in Suffolk.
Why not?
It's not my case. They filed an indictment. I'm not going to comment on that indictment because it's not my case. I have not seen the evidence. It's their evidence. So we'll give them an opportunity to do their case.
Ann Donnelly has said that she has been working closely with you and your office on this case. Is there anything that you can share about that work that you guys have done together?
So we provided information, with regard to our investigation. They provided us with some information on their investigation, but with regard to their grand jury and their prosecution, it is theirs. I don't know all of the evidence in the case, so we're going to give them the opportunity to do their case.
And back to the possible plea agreement with Rex Heuermann, a lot of people have been talking about it. You're saying that there is nothing on the table?
No, absolutely not.
Could he potentially face federal charges on top of this?
Well, there would have to be jurisdiction with regard to the federal case, and I don't believe that the federal government would have jurisdiction in this case. There's no federal murder statute. There's murder in aid of racketeering. There's murder that is done on federal land, to name a few. But there has to be a specific jurisdictional hook. So while there are jurisdictional hooks with regard to the federal government regarding the use of instrumentalities of interstate commerce, but that's not tied to murder. So it's a little different. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Well, I had to get that in. But isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
He's the father of the baby, Peaches, and... All right, that's a wrap. We're going to go downstairs for Michael Brown.
No.
No? Oh, is he going to come here? Okay.